what crowdfunding is not, right? And so crowdfunding is not a way to make money rain from the sky. It is not a way for folks to, go find capital when they have no other ways of finding capital. I just want to make that really clear. I always get a lot of calls. I got one last week, right, from someone who was like, hey, I want to do a $50 million offering. And I was like, great, okay. And they're like, and I want to build a real estate crowdfunding platform. I'm like, oh, okay. And so as we were going into conversations about why and what specific projects he wanted to do and stuff like that, the story was they wanted to raise $50 million for an office building. And I asked him, like, how much money can you from your investor base actually bring to the table? And they said $1 million. And I said, okay, well, are you going to get financing on this project? Because then you don't have to raise all $50 million. Maybe you only have to raise 10 or 20. And they didn't want to bring financing. And so, this is where a lot of people, I think, have unrealistic expectations. If you can only raise one yourself and you want to go to the crowd to get the other 49 million, you're going to be very, very hard pressed to do that, right? And there are ways that you can bridge the gap in what you need versus what you can bring to the table without crowdfunding too. And so we can talk about that. But I guess maybe first let's talk about what are the types of crowdfunding, right? And there are 4 types. So the first type is donation-based crowdfunding, and that's like GoFundMe, right? So it's like if I go and put up a GoFundMe page, then you, Whitney, you give me $5, and in return, you get good, happy feelings, right? So that's not what we really do in the real estate industry. There's also rewards-based crowdfunding. So that's Kickstarter, Indiegogo, right? If I am doing a rewards-based crowdfunding campaign to, I don't know, like make really cool pens, then you, Whitney, give me $5 and I give you the first edition of this really cool pen. Again, not what we do in the real estate industry so often. The other 2 are what I really call investment crowdfunding. And these are the ones that real estate folks can use. Most of your listeners will be using what we call equity-based crowdfunding, right? And so that is, I'm raising for a real estate project. I already have a loan term sheet or something like that. So I've got financing. I just want to bring the equity piece to the table because I don't have that capital myself, or I'm trying to conserve my capital, right? And so I will go ask the crowd, hey, just like I would in a regular real estate syndication where I'm doing like a 5-6B or a private offering. Instead, I'm going to go to the crowd. I'm going to advertise, give me this equity money, and you guys will get a return on investment. And then the last one is debt-based crowdfunding. And there's a lot of real estate debt crowdfunding platforms out there. The one I was general counsel at previously was Patch of Land. There's a ton of them now, right? I can't even remember. There's also ones that don't have to do with real estate. So you guys might have heard of Lending Club, Prosper, Funding Circles. Those will do debt crowdfunding to individuals. They will do them to small businesses. You can do it for your startup, whatever, right? So those are really the 4 types.